Can you tell me the ratio of shot footage to used footage and how that affected how you carved out the story?
Yeah, we shot about 300. I shot about 300 hours of footage, so over 2 seasons, and we cut out an entire season. So, yeah, it's a tough one. You know, as this is my first feature-length documentary, and so essentially I'm an unknown to funders and broadcasters. And eventually we got money from Native American Public Telecommunications. They came in just right after I finished shooting, and they helped us get almost all the way through editing. You know, so you're dealing with questions like, you know, nobody's going to watch more than an hour of running on TV. You realize that, right? You know, and here I had a multi-part series. You know, I think I could have done 13 half hours out of the footage we had, and we
talked about that.
Yeah, and I don't know, you know, and I think, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we could have actually done it. I think we could actually do it. And
actually tremendous stories that didn't end up in the film.
We had a lot, you know, and my secret wish is that someday I can go back and do it, but, you know, when and who's going to fund me. But in any case. So, you know, I had to, and I was even trying to get them to do, you know, come on, 90 minutes or 1 hours. But, you know, in all honesty, as an unknown, you're just going to get an hour. And that's, you know, because they didn't, you know, believe they could sell any more than that. So, you know, that was the challenge we were up against. And, you know, we have an incredibly tight, you know, story. And it was even tough to get 5 kids into an hour. That's, you know, they were even saying, no, 3 at the most. And I said, no, we can, you know, and Sean did it, you know, it's a real testament to his editing. So.
When Ryan's hair is short, you know it's the season before. When it's long, it's the 2019. And Billy's sister straightened his hair his sophomore year, and that's why his hair looks so different. The natural ringlets are his natural hair.
Can you talk about the prayer?
That was something that evolved over the many seasons. That is actually part of our cross-country course. It's TC Hill, and the hill's on the leeward side, and that scene where we're doing a track workout in a sandstorm, that was a minor sandstorm. The real sandstorms come in the spring. So it just deposits all the sand on the far side of this hill, which our homie t-shirts would say it's only a hill, but it's a mountain of pain. And it was my attempt to motivate the guys to turn this monstrous hill into a home course advantage. And it started out as just a small thing, the almighty mountain of misery and pain. And each year I added something else on the spot. And so that was that year's version.
I want to say really quick that, you know, when Brian and I started, and we had, again, you know, 300 hours of footage to sort through, and we made really painful decisions about some things being cut out, some whole stories of kids getting completely cut out. I absolutely would not let that get cut from the film. It's my favorite. To this day, I still, if I'm driving up a hill, I'm like, almighty mountain.
But you know, a shot that long, I mean, that's an eternity. I mean, you never see shots that long. So it was, right. But we all felt really strong.
Where's the movie going from here?
So it's been picked up by the distributor, American Public Television. It's going to be shown on public TV it'll be available to public TV broadcasters in November. So there's no national broadcast date. Every station will program it on their own. So far, and beyond that, well, I know that we've gotten into the American Indian Film Festival in San Francisco. We're nominated for Best Documentary as well. That'll happen in November. And you know, beyond that, I have it out at a whole bunch of festivals. I'm hoping it'll get into Berlin because their theme this year is indigenous film, so it makes sense. That's in February. And then beyond that, you know, I hope that I can also use the film in outreach, you know, and PBS, looks like PBS Learning Media is going to pick up the film so teachers can use it in the classroom. And there's, other running organizations on different reservations that, we may be able to set up, screenings with. So it's, again, it's all a matter of funding and if people can put that stuff together. So that's where it's going right now.
Coach, I wanted to ask you about your relationship with the Chin Lee coach.
Sean's great. I love Jay, and his wife, Melissa, too. And I've gone back and seen them at other meets, and there is a bond. All cross-country teams. I need to say hello to Jake Sullivan, my old cross-country coach, and my first cross-country captain, Bob Bradford. But when I started running at Bedford High School, I was a hockey player. I started running to get in shape for hockey, and I quickly discovered that cross-country runners are a different sort. And on the reservation, it takes another step beyond. All of my pictures of my team with our state championship trophy, they're always with the Chin Lee team. They're like brothers, and I feel that way, the same way with the coaches. And I got to know Sean and Melissa over the years through the many meets that we ran against them, and we honestly wished each other well. And that like I said, that season in the film was my last season as coach, and so I could say we would have kept on winning if I'd stayed, but but it's not true. Sean is a fantastic coach and a fantastic guy, and he really is a much softer person than comes across in the film in many ways. And I love that guy. So, and I think maybe his coaching style is different, but I love Sean.
Just a quick question. How far is the cross-country distance, and what are the times of the miles? Can you give me a sense of that?
Yeah, it's 5K. In Arizona, it's a standardized distance. 5K is what they always run. And Billy Orman, the state champion, he ran when he went down to Phoenix and ran on a flat golf course. He ran 14:50 something for 5K. You could see in the Chin Lee race, he ran a 16:20 something and broke the course record by more than a minute. So you can see the reservation courses are just brutal. They're just deep sand. Imagine running on a beach with hills much bigger than any hill I ever ran in New England.
110 degrees outside too.
Yeah, and, right. Yeah. So where we are is at elevation. So when we went down to Phoenix, we were battling the heat. So, but Tuba City's at 5,000 feet, Chin Lee's at 6,000 feet, Flagstaff's at 7,000 feet. So it's not quite as hot, but so he ran 16:20 something at 6,000 feet in sand. So he ran a 4:05 1600 as a senior. He at the state meet as senior ran 8:48 3200 and 4:06 1600 double, and then he ran a 4:05 1600 the following weekend at the meet of champions, and he broke the state record in both those events. Ryan, as a junior, his junior year was his best year. He ran a quadruple at the state championship track meet, where he anchored our 4x800 meter team in a 1:56. He ran a 4:20 mile. He ran a 9:21, I think, 3200, and another 1:57 800, all in the same meet. I think he broke 9:20 in the 3200, and 4:16 was his best mile time. But he was just a part-time runner. He played basketball in the winter and summer, so I just had him in cross country and track. And that's probably the biggest reason that Billy was able to catch him, is that Billy was training in the off season when Ryan was playing basketball.
Audience, we have to wrap up now, so what I want to say is, Coach, congratulations on a great season. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Sean, for the audience to take away?
Before I say anything, I just want to say that Ryan Lee Crosby is here, and he's the composer. He composed all the music for the film. He was a big part of the film's, success. The music is really important. Before I say anything, I have a gift here of thanks for Christopher. This is a kachina that was actually carved by one of Dennis's relatives.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So.
Thank you. Look at this.
The boys say thank you. It was really a big, big honor to have you involved in the fundraising and the supporting and promoting the film. Thank you all for coming out, and thank you for watching the film. Thank you.